Hiya, my name is Caroline Poynton. I am recording Hot Takes today because King Charles, I have been saying this to AI for a long time, that he's changed his religion. He changed his religion in 1996, I think, roughly. He started something in 93, and it seems like it's 96 to 97. Maybe just after Diana died, I don't know. But around about that time, when King Charles converted into being a Muslim or Islam or whatever, no longer was he a Christian. And he changed his religion before he even became king. He swore on the Holy Bible in the Church of England, under the court of law, under oath, under the Church of England, to be a Christian and to serve his duty as the king for England. And to me, he already changed his religion before he became king, so he should never have swore an oath, because now King Charles has signed the Bible. And I'm saying that from Caroline Poynton in fucking Bury, Manchester. You're damn right he better leave. Right, this is what I was going to show you before, by the way.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. And here's an interesting question.
Very interesting.
Is the king a Muslim?
Yes.
If he is, he must immediately stop being the head of the Church of England. He must step down from that
He
role.
should never have been king in the first
If
place.
he is, he must immediately stop being king. He must abandon the throne and take himself off.
Yep. Goodbye.
I think if he is a Muslim, he's betrayed 2,000 years of history of this country, and it must mean the end of the royal family.
Yep,
and I've been a royalist my whole life. I swore allegiance to Her Majesty, technically to her heirs and successors, but I do not consider that stale oath fulfilled by my king.
Nope.
Because if he's a Muslim, he's not my king.
He's not my king.
He's not the king
and
I swore allegiance
never
to.
Have been one.
What makes me ask this question is,
the Bible, mate.
And this story actually comes from one of you good people. It was actually a viewer suggestion. I'm not going to name the viewer for obvious reasons. I protect my sources. I don't want to embarrass anyone. But
this one's about
not just me. It seems others now. Lawrence Fox is looking into this. He's contacting Waitrose.
Yeah, Waitrose for food.
Kelly J. King also is raising this issue. Many people are starting to raise this issue because it appears that all meat, including, quote, organic meat that comes from the Duchy, as in the Duchy Originals, the King Charles's personal company, has been slaughtered by halal methods. This is barbaric and torturous. It should be banned. Any country that considers itself civilized should ban halal meat. There is a reason it's done. I'll come to the reason it's done shortly.
Anything like it, mate. Thank you.
It is disgusting that our king thinks that this is acceptable.
It's not acceptable.
And it's disgusting that it's not plastered all over the product that this is a halal product, allowing informed consumer choice.
And that's Waitrose there.
One would assume it being organic, they wouldn't have tortured an animal in order to kill it. But apparently, no, the king is quite happy with that.
Yeah, the king's quite happy
with doing what he wants. I realised he's not my king. Now, there's going to be lots of denials.
No, I just did that.
But the fact is that those animals are going into a place where halal slaughter happens.
And I know something about sheep.
You can deny it all you like.
What halal people are doing to sheep.
What is wrong with the politicians of this country that they do not have the balls to ban halal slaughter? Ritual slaughter in any form is backward and savage and barbaric. It should be banned. Indeed, Sikhs actively work against this. The Sikh religion says that food is already blessed by God for, simply being food. You don't need some wizard saturating spells over an animal as you torture it slowly to death.
It's already been blessed.
sea command is actually very humane. It's a man, a very highly trained man, with a huge sword who is literally and beheads the animal. It dies instantly. I think that's probably more humane than
the slaughtering gun.
Than a bolt gun, but
yeah.
at least a bolt gun is quick, you know.
Yeah.
You're not letting an animal hang by its rear feet.
Yeah, well, it's not just that, mate. It's what I watch with his sheep.
And then it remains conscious as the blood slowly drains.
It's horrendous. And if that's what King Charles is advocating.
My personal feeling, and this is just an opinion, is that
now, if he's eating halal
the slaughtering of animals in a cruel, inhumane way was done deliberately and chosen deliberately in order to
became king. That's why he's in the
harden the individuals, harden the people who did it against feeling compassion. If you have compassion for animals, you might end up having compassion for humans. And when you're looking for world domination, you can't afford to have compassion for humans. So you instill cruelty to animals.
Yeah, cruelty to animals.
In order to create little psychopaths.
Not like him, he's a psychopath, King Charles.
Challenge me.
That's what he is. Well, my phone won't record it because it's saying it's full, so I'll just rewind that bit and I'll show you off YouTube.
My opinion. Challenge me.
Yeah, challenge me, mate.
But if the king is flogging halal meat, then I will
never will he be our king. Let's see if it'll just let me send you this little bit.
That's my opinion. Challenge me. Compassion for humans. So you instill cruelty to animals in order to create little psychopaths.
Like King
That's
Charles.
my opinion.
Yep.
Challenge me.
Challenge me because King Charles is a psychopath.
But if the king is flogging halal meat, then I will never, ever buy anything from Dutch Originals again. I will never, ever use Waitrose again if they're stocking this disgusting product. And the king must go. In fact, I think it's time now the royal family goes. Basically, fucks off.
Fuck off.
They can take a few million each. But all their houses revert back to the state. They can go live somewhere nice. Somewhere far away where they can practice their disgusting habits in private. But not in this country.
Piss off, King Charles.
Let me know your thoughts.
Yeah, my thoughts. And he will never be my king.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, mate. Thank you. He's never will King Charles be king. After what I watched with them sheep, they can fuck right off. I watched about these sheep and I'll fucking find it in a minute. I will. And I mean it. Oh, shame on you. Can you show me a factory that sells halal meat in England that are cruelty to the sheep, please?
Getting there.
Oh, it keeps doing that, Lord. I don't know why it does that when it does that. But hey ho, we'll just come back to you now in a minute. Right. I can't remember where it is. It was the killing of sheep. And it is. There it fucking is. Oh my days. I'll just go proceed. Now, here's what King Charles wants to fucking mess with.
In July 2024, we infiltrated and installed multiple cameras in a small local halal slaughterhouse in Old Arley, near Birmingham. I made a non-graphic version of this story, where we explored contradicting views of local residents, accusations of discrimination, and secretly recorded a lengthy conversation with the owner of the slaughterhouse, in which he made some bold, damning claims. In this uncensored version, I'm going to show you exactly what he was trying to hide behind the slaughterhouse walls. So what do you do to make sure the animals are not being caused extreme suffering?
Well, I'm the animal welfare officer for the site.
You're the animal welfare officer, and what do you do to make sure the animals aren't being caused extreme suffering?
Well, we follow the FCA guidelines, which are
My first camera was pointed into the holding area, so we were able to capture how workers move sheep from the holding area to the pre-kill room. Throwing and shoving was seen frequently, as well as dragging sheep by their legs or even by their necks. Many sheep slip over on the concrete floor, something this worker appears to find funny. Many sheep try to escape the loading area, which often resulted in them being trapped between doors. Pulled by their tail and thrown against the metal barriers.
That's for King Charles, his dinner.
This sheep circles anxiously as the sheep ahead of them are fed into the conveyor system. This individual jumps and headbutts the herder, who goes on to crush them under his knee, as if to punish them. We recorded many instances of sheep being lifted off their feet and dropped on their head, as workers fight to get them into the conveyor loading room. We also recorded sheep being kicked and hit.
One minute. Oh, I'm sorry I've had to pause this share with that because I had to record a little bit for my friend because, to be honest with myself, I don't think my friend realised what I watched. And I don't think I realised that day what I watched, but I do know what I watched because I have to pause it because it's horrific. It's horrendous. And I just, to me, I just can't take horrendous stuff like this. Oh, please, God. No, but I have to watch it again because it has to go on. But I'm saying I have to because I'm trying to put in the video of what I'm saying about King Charles. He's advocating this, and these are doing this to our sheep. Our sheep. Our fucking sheep. Our fucking sheep. They're doing that to our cattle. Do they not understand what they're doing? You can't sell meat the way they're selling this because it's off. No, you can't, the silly horrible bastards. It's off. You've broke the baby's bone. You cannot break bones of the animals. They'll be infected when you kill it. Are they not fucking stupid? They do not have any PPE on. They don't have any sterilising equipment. They have no freezer. They have no barking things. They have no, by the looks of it, clean fucking water. They don't even have clean fucking water by the bastard looks of it. Tell you what, King Charles better get the fuck out. Get out! King Charles, I am so angry. His head should be there. He should be there, King Charles. Knowing what these people are doing to them animals. Them poor animals. I don't care. I'll put this blast it up. I'll fucking put it on a microphone so the world can hear. Exactly what they're doing. In this fucking country. To our animals. I don't care now. I'm fucking fuming. This isn't just about human beings. This is about our animals as well. Everything. This ain't just about our lives as being humans. This is about our wildlife, our animals. Our cattle, you cannot, the cattle can never be treated like that. You cannot kill animals like that. You can watch about the earth. They need to go and watch some documentaries, these bastards, and fucking learn something. Or we need to put them down. You see these that are in this place here? If I fucking see them walking about the street, they better be putting them down. Better put them fucking down because I don't think they have a right to have any fucking human rights after what I'm watching. After what I'm watching, you don't get human rights. You don't. Fuck out. You don't get human rights. They're an animal. They're not even an animal. Worse than an animal. I don't know what they are actually. They just leave. I think they should just go. The way I see this, I just think that they should just leave. And take that bastard king with you. King Charles, just get the fuck out. Get out, King Charles. I think he should just go. I hope Hitler comes for him. I hope Poltergeist comes for him. I hope fucking Jack the Ripper comes for him. I hope every devil and demon come for King Charles after me having to watch this. Well, I'll tell you what, after I've just said I've recorded it, I hope to God, after me having to just watch this once again and take the pain by having to watch it, because look, I'm recording it, yeah? There's like a documentary to go for King Charles for this one. I don't give a fuck, I've just shouted and screamed, and that's going on YouTube, and I don't care. He better get the fuck out, because I'm telling him, after me having to watch this again, and suffering pain and having to watch this again, yeah, then I hope fucking Jack the Ripper, Hitler, and the best one, Poltergeist, come for him. I hope he sees fucking Hitler in the mirror. King Charles, when he looks in that mirror next time, I hope he sees fucking Hitler. I fucking hope he does.
This sheep's horn is broken and bloody after the ordeal. Once trapped inside the conveyor loading room, sheep are forcefully moved forward so they can be fed into the conveyor system. It's here that the sheep are made to wait their turn behind a sliding door to be forced into the restraining conveyor system, which slowly delivers them to the waiting slaughterman.
It's a non-stun facility here. Non-stun traditional halal method here, huh? So the animals don't see each other be slaughtered? No.
Contrary to what the owner told me, here we see him carrying what appears to be a sick or injured sheep and dropping them into the conveyor where they have a clear view of the slaughter taking place in front of them. In fact, all the animals we filmed here could see the horrifying fate that awaited them ahead. Frightened sheep are often seen trying to retreat and run back to the holding area, but they are stopped by the worker.
I don't give a fuck, I feel like slaughtering them. I'll chop their heads off. Chop the fucking heads off. Every last single one of them, a King Charles.
Some sheep are able to escape by jumping over the metal barriers. But there's nowhere to run.
I'll chop King Charles's head off.
And eventually, they're thrown back into the conveyor.
I should chop his head off, King Charles.
On one day, a herd of what appears to be spent dairy goats are led into the holding
Who's
pen.
allowed this to happen?
They appear thin and emaciated, possibly from years of constant milking. After a life of exploitation, this is their final destination. They experience similar rough treatment to the sheep. But while sheep are known to remain quiet when in fear and pain, goats are more likely to vocalise.
This is horrendous. That is horrendous. That is horrendous. Oh. How can anyone do that? Is that what King is allowing him to do? He's joking me. There has to be some sort of justice done in the world. And this is just it. And if it's King Charles is update for this one, then his head needs to go. I feel like chopping it off with a sword. I feel like going up and chopping King Charles's head off with a sword. Don't care. First person that can do it, you get a Blue Peter's badge, and I'm advocating for violence. Violence. He's allowing this to be happening. And so is our government. That's violence. This is violence. You not think they'll classify that as violence? Do somebody not classify that as violence? And cruelty to our animals. That is our food. They are our wool. That is our fucking livestock. They're our livestock. They're our fucking food. We need them in the world. We need them here in the world. I'm not crying because I'm not going to become a vegetarian. Because I'll never be a vegetarian. We have to eat them. That's what they're here for. But they're not here to be cruelty. There's supposed to be cruelty to them like that. And then, all the serious parts about this one, there's no hygiene. There's no water. There's not even clean water. Where's any clean water? And they're selling that meat in your halal shop. And that's what King Charles is selling in the shop. King Charles. And the government is allowing this to be happening. And we think they should be bothered about our rights, human fucking rights. Human bastard rights. What about their rights? We have no human rights when somebody's doing that to our cattle. We don't have any meat. You know, we have no supplies now. That's it. The supplies have gone. There's no now fresh food on the earth because they've just done what they've done. I hope the world starve. We should starve after watching this. Jesus Christ almighty God. God love Charlie Kirk. You know, why is this being allowed to happen? I wouldn't mind if the people there were starving and there was nothing else. And even if you were starving and there was nothing else, you still wouldn't do that. If you were starving and there was nothing else, you still wouldn't do that. You would still try and kill it the best way you could to eat it. You would still do your best to kill it as the best way you could. Would that be cool? Even if you were starving in the wild, you wouldn't do that. What they're doing. Even if you were starving in the wild, even if you were in the Palestinian war, I'm sure Hamas doesn't do that to his animals, does it? Do you think Hamas treats his animals like that? Do you think they treat them like that in fucking Saudi Arabia? I don't think so. I know if you touch one of their fucking camels in Saudi Arabia, your head's chopped off. Oh, well, because I'm recording something for my friend as well. Because I can't take watching that on my own. You should have been here for watching this with me. I tell you, you should have been here with watching this with me because this is terrifying. I've just been quiet.
Listen to what these workers say as this terrified goat appears to beg for mercy.
This is fucking... This is hell on earth. They're hell. I feel like I want to go and chop their heads off. Each and every one that's doing this to them sheep, I want to chop their head off. That fat white bastard there, I seen a fat white foot there, I'll chop his head off.
But their begs for mercy were in vain.
Not advocating for violence, but, well, there's violence. They're not advocating for violence, but they're allowing violence onto our poor, our cattle, our animals. That's our livestock. They don't get this. They're
suffering for a prolonged period
they've
of
got
time.
no clean water, they've got no PP, they've got no sterilised stuff. Look
Our
at
forces
that,
removed hundreds and hundreds of sheep and goats, dying
mate.
slow, painful, terrifying deaths.
Oh,
Panicking and
King
thrashing as
Charles
they
wants
bleed out,
that to eat.
lifting their heads.
Oh no, oh, don't give me that to eat. I don't want that to eat. Don't. You don't do that in the fucking way out. They do not.
Some vomit from the hole in their neck.
Don't. We don't, what we
While
watched
others
the other
thrash
night.
other people
Well, I
for
watched about the
being
8th the other night. We don't do stuff like that. No, we don't. No, we didn't. I mean, I know they look quite brutal.
Some even flip onto their backs
Because
after
they
being
were,
cut.
well, at the time they were wild people. Wild,
This showed not only an inadequate restraint system, but also that sheep were in such pain and distress that they pull away hard enough to fall on their backs.
You know, the teeth or
We've
whatever.
got cameras all
But
set
they
inside
never
now,
did
so
that, mate.
Children
No!
cameras?
there's a couple of
Yeah,
them.
yeah, cover your face.
Inside the slaughterhouse, you're saying there's CCTV and who monitors them? You monitor them. So if anything's going wrong, that's on you.
Yes.
We also recorded numerous instances of sheep having their throat cut before escaping their restraints and running around the slaughterhouse.
This is more cruelty than watching some kid children. This is worse than watching our children being killed. This is worse than watching women being raped.
This sheep also escapes the restraints, but is caught by the worker.
This is worse. This is worse than children being slaughtered.
He sticks his hand in the wound to determine whether it was a clean cut,
This is just
which causes needless further suffering. The tail is wagging.
This is
Another
on the same
thing
level as that man chopping them little girls up.
The sheep instantly reacts to the wound being touched, a highly reliable sign of consciousness.
This is scary.
After some discussion, and almost 45 seconds since the cut was first made, the workers finally decided that they should administer
no
the bolt gun.
steriliser, no equipment, no embarking equipment, no foot. Oh, with blood everywhere, they've got it slaughtered all over them.
Here's another
Yeah.
horrifying example of a botched cut.
Oh, Jesus.
The sheep escapes the conveyor and is then bolt gunned and left to bleed out.
Oh, God! Go the other way. Go the other way. I can't stand it anymore. I only have it but won't do it on my phone. It's just silly.
Halal kosher, you can slash their throat without them being stunned first, right? Okay. And you don't think that that causes extreme amounts of suffering over the stunning? Because what do you do if there's a botched kill?
An ineffective cut would, in theory, mean that the animal's suffering, which is why we stun it straight away.
And how often does that happen?
Not very often. If there's the right one that's doing the cutting, it very
Very rare.
very rare.
Okay. And very rare here because you're the animal welfare officer, right? Okay.
Botched kills were in fact not rare at all.
You should be watching this.
We witnessed sheep suffering with a slashed throat, in some cases for up to 1 minute, before they were finally stunned with the bolt gun.
I've been crying every minute, more than half of it.
Another common sight was thrashing sheep falling from their shackles and landing hard on the slaughterhouse floor.
On
On a couple of occasions, a sheep's horn would become stuck in the metal bench, and they'd carry it with them into the dismemberment area, where our next camera was set up. To remove the bench, the worker rips the sheep's horn off
I'm whipping onto my couch.
and then plays it like an instrument, as a depraved joke, all while the same sheep thrashes on the shackle behind him.
From a video now. On what King Charles is advocated for.
So you're the owner,
Remember the
you're the
Tom
animal
Dog
welfare
was
officer,
very
and
sick.
also might be putting a lot of trust in you.
I
They
told
wouldn't
you,
expect there to be any
it's the
egregious
most
suffering of the
thing
animals, because it's a bit of a different thing, isn't it? You're answering to, you're exactly
you know,
in
like
trouble,
the
isn't
slaughter
it?
of them
People are
children, this
trusting
is
you and
going
stuff
in
like
that same
So
category,
that's
and that's what
an
I'm
extra
saying.
responsibility
so
to not be
bad, I
lying
cannot
to
believe
people as well, yeah?
That our
Yeah.
king can allow this to happen.
At some point, this sheep sustained an injury to their leg.
Oh, the meat's off, they've got no sterilised equipment, they've
We
got
get a
no
look at the wound as
water,
they
no
pass.
bark and stuff, no
As you can see,
freezer
their
properly.
bone appears
Look.
to be exposed.
Ah!
One of the most shocking discoveries
What's
of this
this doing? What the
investigation was
rules
the amount
about
of
it?
sheep that was said to be dismembered whilst likely still conscious. We showed a sample of our footage to Jenny Mace, an associate lecturer in animal welfare and ethics, and they were able to identify several factors that dramatically increase the likelihood that many of the twisted and moving sheep were conscious.
Please!
The lack of any
Please, I
systemic
don't
checks by
wanna
slaughterhouse
eat
staff for
that,
consciousness prior to
please.
moving the sheep from the restrainer.
I eat meat,
Nor
but
prior to
please
poisoning,
don't want
such
that.
as full loss of muscle tone,
Please.
rhythmic breathing, and blinking reflexes in response to eyes being touched. The movement of sheep from the restrainer prior to the minimum legal 20-second time period.
Brutal. Told you this fucking program. Bastard, you brutal! I can't take it.
That was
I
only
want
8
to
seconds.
It's like
The EFSA, one of the most authoritative and independent sources of animal welfare science, denotes the full loss of muscle tone as an indicator of loss of consciousness in sheep undergoing non-stop
But now I know
slaughter.
what they were
Thus,
doing because
the
I
sheep
mean,
should
I
not be
was
showing any signs
like,
of movement before being moved and hoisted,
I
but
felt
rather be
sick.
limp and floppy.
I feel angry, and now I just know what
Foot
King
stomping
Charles is
slash
doing.
kicking is also a sign of pain,
I feel worse.
along with tail wagging, all of which are arguably
You
present.
should be
The
dead.
sheep move from the restrainer while still moving, and the hoisted and moving sheep are likely indicating pain, rather than exhibiting unconscious spasms.
Pain. What, I mean, look how
So they're
they've
not
just
still
done that to that
moving
animal.
or any signs of life. How do they check to see if there's signs of life in the animal? They do this under the eye, yeah, and everyone's appropriately trained in
Can't
there.
advocate for that in the world.
And of the thousands of sheep we saw killed here, we only documented around 10 examples of the eye response check being used to check if sheep were unconscious.
My
The
granddad's
report noted that
going
even with such systematic checks in place,
You know
there
what
is
it
still a
is?
risk
You
that a
don't
sheep
know,
could
you know
regain
my granddad.
consciousness.
My
And
granddad
we saw
from
evidence
York.
of this when hanging sheep who appear
They
to be
often wear all the
unconscious
sheep
would
from
suddenly start
Ireland,
moving and
Captain,
raise their heads, a likely indicator of
from,
consciousness.
and
And that workers should constantly
farmers,
monitor for any signs of
but,
consciousness
the granddad had a
and be
race
available
horse,
with a stun gun. Again,
and
here
this
there was no
is
eye
just
reflex test
something
or stunning
I
performed.
cannot believe it.
Shockingly, some of the sheep were still moving and tail wagging for up to 4.5 minutes post-cut. So, the expert report suggests that at least some of these animals may be conscious as their tails and legs are cut off,
Oh, wow, it's sick.
as they're skinned,
I told you this is sick, didn't I?
and finally, as they're decapitated. The slaughterhouse clearly favours efficiency over the suffering of these sheep in their final moments.
You monitor the CCTV.
And it's not, it's in
Would
England.
you give us some
Happening
CCTV footage to look at? Why not?
Because a bastard King Charles.
What is it again?
I blame him.
Comes down
He
to
changed his religion.
first things first. You're never
He's
going to
allowed
agree
it,
with
he's
what we do.
advocated
That's
this
the
to
first thing.
happen.
Second thing is
With Tony fucking Blair. Open bastard borders, Tony
generally
fucking
speaking,
Blair. Now this is our animals.
everybody
They're
can
slaughtering
even meat
our
eaters who are,
fucking
non-aggressive.
animals. Go
They're
fuck
ones
you,
in
you
the
should have your
etiquette,
head
they
chopped off.
like to see the slaughtering process.
I chop your head off, mate.
Throughout our
Fuck
time
off.
watching the workers, we captured
Fuck
many
off, I'll go
instances
to
of them
jail
making
and chop
vulgar
his head
jokes,
off. I'll chop his head off and I'll go to jail. Fucking style,
including throwing
style.
body parts at each other.
Fuck it. Well, I would do, yeah. Fuck it, that's what it took
Swinging
to
corpses,
stop them doing that to them animals. I'd chop them up. I'd
And
chop
playing
them
wolf
up
sounds over
exactly the way
speakers.
they're doing that to them animals.
which may
Okay.
distress the sheep further.
No, fucking twice!
Heads were often left laying around as the workers worked around them,
Like,
or thrown like basketballs into the bin.
oh. What?
So, lovely one.
And how would they
But
think
you've
if
got
you could
nothing to
treat a
hide.
poor
Why do you
animal like that? What would they
advertise
treat a
the
human like? How would you treat a human? Fuck off! Fuck off! I wouldn't want to speak to you, mate. I'd want to fucking chop you up. Evil! I want evil, mate. Don't worry.
So
there's CCTV
Evil!
we have to say they can check out
I'll
whatever
chop
they
you
like.
up!
So they've got that. But
So they can check whenever they like.
I'll
And
stamp
in
on his head.
fact, we did see
I
what
would.
appears to be an
I
FSA
fuck off
officer,
evil.
but only on 5 occasions
Fuck off.
and for about 10 minutes each. They were only ever seen standing here, never on the kill floor
King
or the
Charles,
dismemberment
King
area,
Charles.
where they would actually have a much clearer
Shame
view
on
of
him.
what's taking place.
Shame on our
Here,
king.
they can be seen
He's
watching
caused
sheep
this
be
King Charles.
ineffectively
Don't
cut,
fucking tell me he's
thrashing,
not. Yes.
being bolt gunned,
He wants halali.
and
Islam
thrashing
here.
again.
Halali here. Islam
This
here.
headbanging is also a
Because
likely
he's the one
sign of
that's guilty
consciousness.
for it all. They're the ones that
She then appears to tick some boxes and eventually leaves.
Yeah. They're taking over everybody's
So what would
land.
you say to
Not the
people
people.
who might think
Let's go back to
There's
the
something
royal
horrible
bastard
happening to the
family,
animals in
King
here.
Charles. The evil bastard is allowing
When you
this
sell
to
this
be
meat
happening.
Because obviously Muslims
Yeah.
buy this meat from you. So
Shut up,
if
mate.
Muslims are wanting to buy your
No,
meat,
mate, you're not allowed to
they're
do
gonna
that
trust
to a
in
camel.
that the animals have been
Shut
the
up!
right way.
Fuck off! Piss off with his lies. He's a lying cunt. Liar! Liar! Liar, mate! You fucking no good two-shoe liar! You're not allowed to do that. Tell you what, this bastard here, if I was from Saudi Arabia, I would want to chop his head off. Come and chop this fucker's head off, someone from Saudi Arabia, will they? Well, he's putting the Muslim community down. He's putting halal meat down. Because in a proper halal thing, they don't do that. I am not saying that is any better way than what we're doing, or any better way than what anybody else is doing. In a proper warehousing where it's all being done professionally. But this is not professional in any fucking standard. This is something else. And like I just told Bob Dylan, trying to fucking imitate Bob Marley for himself, get them fucking things off his head and get the fuck off that stage. Shame on him. Well, shame on him. Shame on this Muslim man to be advertising Muslim men like that. Is this how they're not like that in Saudi Arabia at all? You're not even allowed to touch the fucking camel. Who the fuck's this bastard?
That's right, is a different question. But the right way goes. No, I'm not, of course, my agenda's
mate,
good.
you're not allowed to do that in Saudi Arabia to a camel.
You know, you've got your agenda too, which
Shut
is
up!
money. That's why you
I don't care.
That's not my agenda.
I don't care. My agenda, mate. You don't do that to animals, and you're not allowed to do that in the world to no animal. I don't care if you fucking whatever. I don't do that to any animal. I don't do that to animals, you bastard. No, fuck you, mate. Don't bring your fucking Muslim shit to it, because if you're in Saudi Arabia, you're ready to chop right off.
And I do a lot of things on site because it's a small site and I control everything.
You're advocating to have our heads chopped off, I'm just advocating to have yours off.
You can make sure that there's not bad things happening, right?
Fuck you. Fuck you. You doing that to an animal? Yeah! Chopping all their heads to go. Why are they in this country doing this? Why are they allowed to do this? In any part of the world anyway. Should be allowed any part of the world.
Overall, just a 1 hour 46 minute sample of our footage.
Not
our
allowed.
expert Jenny Mace observed 31 problematic animal welfare indicators, as well as a list of illegal behaviours.
I know.
Rough handling, such as pushing, shoving, throwing,
You do
pulling,
this in
is
Saudi
illegal.
Arabia to their tackling their animals in Saudi Arabia,
Standing
let
or
me
kneeling
tell
on
you
sheep
now.
is illegal.
There'll be consequences.
Moving sheep within 20 seconds of them being cut.
Yes,
and
there'll be consequences for things like this in places, for doing things like that. There should be consequences. There has to be. Sorry, for what they're doing there, I'm going to more or less say jail for life. Jail for fucking life. Or the death penalty. That's how serious that is. No, that's how serious I find that. I find that is the death penalty. I'll put it in 2 categories. At King Charles for this one, because he's had to make me re-watch it. And you should.
And a lack of systematic checks for unconsciousness is illegal. Equipment and restraints that allow sheep to escape is illegal. Dismembering sheep who may not yet be unconscious or who are still alive is illegal.
As far as I'm concerned, animal welfare is at the top of the agenda. Halal, go back to halal isn't just say that we're going to do the slaughter. Halal is the whole concept.
You can't slaughter injured animals or, you know...
The whole concept. The animal welfare that comes before the slaughter itself is all part of the whole... Not everybody understands from the Muslim community what halal actually means. It entails. There's a lot involved in that. And like I said, as part of that, animal welfare is a big
bullshit. No, it's not fucking anything, mate, that at all.
To anyone who has watched this far, thank you for bearing witness. But please remember, animal suffering is not limited to non-stun slaughter. As our expert report notes, stun slaughter is far from a panacea in terms of animal welfare problems at slaughter. Both non-stun and stun slaughter are impractical for guaranteeing any acceptable level of animal welfare, especially at the rates animals are currently bred and killed at. It is arguably a false dichotomy to suggest the choice is between stun or non-stun slaughter. The choice is really between whether to kill an animal or as many animals as society currently does, or not.
Yeah, but it's a cruelty to the animal, mate.
Every sector of the meat, dairy and egg industries worldwide is rife with systemic animal cruelty. Therefore, the only truly effective way for everyone watching this to avoid supporting these abhorrent violations against animals
King Charles.
is to live vegan.
And, well, don't support King fucking Charles. Because because he's advertising for halal meat. So that means he's changed his religion. And that's what King Charles is advertised for. Halal meat, he's changed his fucking religion. Now he needs to go on the slaughter bed for himself. Because that is a disgrace. I told you that was disgusting, didn't I? I did say that was the most horrific thing that I've ever watched in my life. My name is Caroline Poynton from Bury, Manchester. Well, I hope you liked the seriousness of what King Charles is really freaking doing. He's in the fucking Bible. Well, he changed his religion before he became king, so he should never become king. He swore on the Bible. He swore on the Holy Bible in the Church of England under oath. And he was already a Muslim. He'd already changed his religion to be a Muslim, so he cannot be a Christian if he was a Muslim. He never swore on the Bible in the Church of England, in the court of law, under oath, to be the king. So that, to me, he's in the Bible, and he's allowed that to happen to our animals, to our cattle. That means King Charles should be slapped up and put out. I think he needs to fucking get out. Or his head needs to come off. Slop with his head. Because we've killed the kings before. I've got 3 in my family. 2,000 years worth. 2,500 years worth from York. The Poynton family. Poynton, Poynton. Poynton, Boynton. From York, 2,500 years worth. More than the king and the royal family. So I think I've got 3 kings in my family, I think. Yeah, and I think we can chop their heads off. So to be quite honest with you, if he doesn't go King Charles, I think he needs to go to the fucking slaughter. I think he needs to go to the halal slaughterhouse for himself, don't you? He wants to be halal. He wants halal meat. Well, drop him off there then. Drop him off there. The house slaughterhouse, halal meat in Shropshire, wherever it is. In England. So he's still going dropped off in England, but he's going to the slaughterhouse. Bye! How dare King Charles? Who the fuck does he think he is? Get out! He's a German. He's not even English anyway. He was born in Germany. And I hope after him doing that, and after me having to watch that, I hope King Charles sees Hitler in the fucking mirror. When he next looks in the mirror, mirror, mirror on the fucking wall, who's afraid of them all? Well, King Charles better see fucking Hitler one side and Poltergeist the other side. I know. Thank you. From Caroline Poynton in Bury, Manchester.